What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. We back at it. Back like we never left. Get into some of this news. We know that Shiloh. I'm not sure the reports are kind of. I forget the reports are kind of off on him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get picked up at some point. At some point or another, Shiloh is going to get picked up. I just don't know when. If he probably got picked up already, somebody gonna have to let me know that, because the news is kind of off on him a little bit. So I'm not sure if he in fact got picked up yet. But somebody gonna have to let me know that, because usually what happens. This is why I like to go live, because I can really say more than the upload videos. But you know that I gotta do a combination of both. What usually happens in Shiloh situation, it's all about budgeting with the teams, right? Because I know somebody that works in the corporate side of the NFL. I know somebody, I went to school with him. And I was asking him about Shiloh. He was like, well, some teams, they have to go through their budget. You know, we have salary caps and stuff like that. And he said they also got players. He said, you know, teams, they talk to other teams about players and like, hey, can you drop this guy and let me get this guy? Or, you know, they be talking behind the scenes. So with a fringe player like Shiloh, because he didn't get drafted, I call him a fringe player because he didn't get drafted. Now, why he didn't get drafted, I mean, that's up for you to decide. But there's a lot of people that go undrafted, as we know, and go on to have really good careers. And there's a lot of people that get dropped from their team first on and go on and have really good careers as well. So even though that Shiloh situation, I think it was set up. That guy, he went kamikaze on Shiloh. I saw that coming a mile away. He was provoking him and trying to get him to hit him so he can get thrown out the game. So he did his job. Whether he make the team or not, he did his job for that game. So that's what happened there. And you know what's crazy? There's a similar play with Coach Prime when he was younger. He smacked the guy the same way Shiloh did. It's almost like his twin is reliving himself. Coach Prime did the same thing. It was he did it against I forget. He was playing for Dallas at the time. And he smacked somebody. It was the same exact way how Shiloh did it and how he pointed at him. That's how Coach Prime pointed at him. It's like you could tell that his blood is running through that kid, because that's how he did this. He did it the same way, and then pointed at the guy like with the gun finger. He did it the same way. And you said I wish I was Shedeur and they traded. You said I wish it was Shedeur they traded to the Raiders rather than Kenny Pickett. Oh, Kenny Pickett got traded? Did he get traded? I don't know. Hold on one second. Let me see, because I just got on. Hold on one second. Kenny Pickett got traded? Hold on. Oh, let me see this. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing for Shedeur. Okay, so if Kenny Pickett was traded to the Raiders, that's a good thing for Shedeur. That means they like him. If Kenny Pickett got traded to the Raiders, that means as of right now, Shedeur is QB3. As of right now. Yeah. As of right now, Shedeur has been elevated. So, yeah, why is this keep? Hold on a second. Yeah, Shedeur has been elevated, fam. He's no longer QB4. He could possibly turn into QB4 if Deshaun comes back. Shedeur is like their long-term development project. When Deshaun returns, Shedeur is going to be learning under Deshaun. I think that's what the plan is. they're going to have him under Deshaun because Flacco is 40-something. He's not going to be playing for the next 2 years. He's going to be done. I think their plan is to have Shedeur there with Deshaun and Dylan. They're not letting him go. They're not letting him go. They would have let him go already. They didn't do it. They traded Kenny Pickett. So that's letting you know that the coach kind of is fucking with Shedeur a little bit. Even though what they did in that last game wasn't right. What they did wasn't right. And they know it. I don't know if they're trying to cover up their PR nightmare. I don't know what they're trying to do, but everybody saw that last game. He didn't have his whole offensive line at minus one guy got let go from that game. They didn't think enough about his offensive line, so why would they have that offensive line blocking for him? Knowing that, see, Shedeur is the type of quarterback where he needs offensive line. He does. It's certain things that Shedeur is going to have to work out. And I honestly think they feel like they can work with him. And then once they get him to where they want him, he could possibly replace Deshaun. I think they know that. But as far as the I did go back and see a couple plays, and I'm gonna be real with you. I went back and saw a couple plays. He did hold on to that ball. He did. And then he could have let it go when he had that dude going through the middle. He could have just got it to him. But see, here's the thing. That's easy for me to say because I'm not getting sacked. I'm not getting sacked by 300-pound linemen. I'm sitting here. I'm an armchair quarterback. You heard me? I'm an armchair quarterback. This different. It's easy for me to say that. He holding on to the ball. He is, though. He is. He should have let it go. He should have let it go. But that's easy for him to correct. That's an easy fix. That's all Shedeur got to correct. That's an easy fix. So the coaches know that. But here's the thing, guys. They are treating him like a fifth rounder. They're treating him like that. But they're not letting him go, though. Because they would have let him go today. Or tomorrow. We're going to have to wait and see tomorrow. Because usually it's finalized by Tuesday. We're going to wait and see what they do tomorrow. But if they let Kenny Pickett go, they're not letting him go. I really feel like the coach, like, you know what? I could work with this kid. Because Shedeur is not a bad kid. The reputation on Shedeur is bad, though. They feel like he's braggadocio and stuff like that. That's how they felt about Baker Mayfield. They felt the same way. That's why he didn't last there. Baker Mayfield, they said had like an attitude problem. Same shit. But Shedeur doesn't have that, though. He's a good kid. I think they know that. They're like, man, he a good kid, yo. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep this kid. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep him. And I know what y'all saying, yo. I wish he would have got traded to the Raiders. But Tom Brady, funny style. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I mean, we just gotta come to grips, man. We just gotta come to grips with it, man. Yo, he a little funny style. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, yo. I mean, we got to come to he is the GOAT. You know, he don't won all these championships. You know what I'm saying? But he a little funny style. Okay, that's all I got to say to you right there. Tom, a little funny style, man. Hold on a second. Tom, a little funny style. Let me see, make sure I got this right. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, I have to admit it, man. I'm just being honest with you, Tom. A little funny style. And that's just what it is right there. All right. I know what y'all saying. Damn. Why couldn't Shedeur get traded to the Raiders? I know that's what y'all saying. I know that's what y'all saying, man. Like, get him out of there. Nah, they not. I told you they not letting him go. They're not letting him go, man. He's stuck. They're not letting him go. It's a good and a bad thing. I'm gonna tell you why. This is a long season. As of right now, if the season started today, we have Flacco, Dylan, and Shedeur. That's it. So Shedeur better get ready. He better get ready because I'm telling you right now, he playing this season. He playing. So maybe they're in their mind, we gotta correct a few things in him because he do gotta let that ball go. Shedeur, let me tell you something real quick. I never played quarterback before, but son, you gotta let that ball go, fam. Okay, you don't want Micah Parsons hitting you. I'm just telling you this. You don't want Micah Parsons hitting you. I don't know when Micah gonna play. Because Jerry talking about he the general manager. Because, see, the thing is, usually with negotiations, they like to talk to the general manager and when the owners usually don't approach the players like that. But Jerry is also the general manager of the team. So he feel like he could do that. So him and Micah beefing right now. So I don't know when Micah playing. But you don't want no Micah Parsons hitting you. Okay, I'm just telling you this, Shedeur. Please get rid of that damn ball. Please. Please. Please get rid of that ball. Even your dad said it, Shedeur. He said, just let that ball go now. Just everybody, Shedeur, let that ball go now. Stop being hero. Let the ball go, Shedeur. Other than that, guys, there's nothing else wrong with him. That's it. That's all he got to do is let the ball. That's it. Because we saw the plays. We got to keep it real over here. We saw it. Yeah, Pickett gone, dog. I know, Miss Pam. I know what you're saying. How come they couldn't get Shedeur? You go talk to Tom, man. Tom, like at this point, we got to respect Tom for his thing, right? But at the end of the day, he funny style, yo. Like that's just what it is. Tom funny style, yo. That's the only thing I could tell you. Tom funny style, man. Because I can't defend him no more. I can't defend Tom no more. I'm just sitting here at the desk, like how the desk is set up right there. I'm not in New York, but I'm not sitting at my desk right now. And I said, well, what I'm gonna do tonight? Could I do a call-in show? Like, what can I do? I'm gonna have to ask the people to see if y'all wanna one at a time come in. But you said he needs sports therapy. No, here's the thing. Shedeur, I heard from the experts. There's an expert. He's a former Chase Daniels. He's a former quarterback. He said he could fix Shedeur. He knows what's wrong. He said Shedeur has to step up in that pocket. He said because some of those blocks yesterday were actually good blocks, but you got to step up in the pocket or let the ball go. Now, that's easy for us to say because we're not out there with these 300-pound linemen. We're not out there. That's a scary ass thing. Shedeur is out there with NFL linemen. Okay? This is not for the faint of heart now, but the Browns ain't letting them go. So he gonna be stuck with what he's stuck with. They not letting them go. I know y'all thought that. Nah, they not letting them go. I told y'all they weren't like, come on, oh, we got somebody scanned. We got somebody, hold on. Let me go ahead and hide them from the channel. We got somebody trying to get their spam on. I see you, fam. Yes, indeed. I see you. Trying to get his spam on real quick. But y'all, please give me a like. That'll be greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? You know, all that'll be greatly appreciated by you. You know what I'm saying right there. Yeah. We're going to talk about Colorado in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because they got their season coming up Friday against Georgia Tech at Folsom Field. And I'm going to ask you guys about that later. But right now, we're going to get to Shiloh in a second because Shiloh is getting ready to get picked up. I just don't. Do y'all know where he went? I guarantee you, you know what the crazy thing is? There's a couple teams out there that need depth on their safety chart. I guarantee he end up with the Raiders, yo. And I know y'all gonna be feeling a certain type of way if he end up there with the Raiders. Like, Tom, what you doing, man? What you doing, Tom? But the Steelers got him. Okay, did the Steelers pick him up, Patricia? Thank you, guys. Did the Steelers pick him up? Okay. Yeah, I heard the Steelers, they need somebody on their roster. They need security in their safety department. Okay, so we already got Shiloh out the way then. So Shiloh is going to Pittsburgh. Okay, well, you know what? Shiloh looks better in a Steelers jersey anyway. He's a Steeler. He got the heart of a Steelers. You know, with that rough play he has, that's a Steeler mentality. Pittsburgh will love him. Pittsburgh will love him, man. Okay. What's up, Wrench? Okay, thank you. Because I heard it, I just didn't want to, y'all confirmed it for me. Okay, so Shiloh with the Steelers. So somebody like him was going to be picked up. So we're not worried about him. The problem is, y'all like, damn, man, what's up with Cleveland, man? Cleveland not letting them go. Let's get that out of our mind. Hold on. I got you, Taylor. Hold on. You going to the bushes. Nah, you're not trying to do that up in here, yo. Nah, you're not doing that. If you want to promote, you got to pay me, man. Like, for real. Just hit the Cash App. My Cash App is right on the screen. If you want to promote, hit my Cash App, man. A brother back messed up over here, man. Let me tell y'all, man. I had to go to the hospital, yo. Straight up. I had to go to the hospital. Not the clinic, the emergency room, yo. What was this? Friday night. No, Saturday. I had to go to the damn hospital, yo. I could not move, yo. And I had an MRI done, and they said I got a disc problem. That's what happened. It's an old injury. And I aggravated it. That's what happened. I was lifting some luggage, and I aggravated it. I bet you I ain't lifting nobody else's luggage no more. I bet you that much. Wait, hold on. Otis, come on, man. No, don't do the damn. Hold on. I was lifting some luggage and messed my back up. I will never do that again. You lift your own damn luggage. I'm not doing it no more. Sent my ass to the hospital. But let me tell you what they did, though. I'm sitting up in the hospital. I'm recording everything. So I went to this old janky hospital. I'll tell you about this later. I'll tell you the story later. Let's get back to this right here. I'll tell you that. I'll say that at the end of the video. Shedeur, I'm going to save that story. Shedeur, I don't care whether y'all like it or not. He's staying right there in Cleveland. Okay? It's not their fault that he's marketable and they taking advantage of it. Then that's what they're doing. They're taking advantage of it. No, damn well they could have got this man seriously hurt on that last game. They could have got him seriously hurt. He out there playing with no offensive line. Half the offensive line, all of the offensive line that was blocking for him, they're all gone except for one. So what is that telling you? That boy could have got seriously hurt out there, and they think it's funny. They probably, you know what they did? That's them. What they were doing was they may have been, somebody told me they may have been hazing him. He probably was getting hazed. He was getting hazed or something because the people on the sidelines were laughing at him. So I'm like, are y'all hazing him? Like, what are y'all doing? He was pissed though. Shedeur was pissed. Do you see his body language? He like, why y'all got me out here like this, man? Well, you just gonna do it. Or you ain't gonna be on the team. How about that? They did something like that. That's what they did. And I don't like what they did, yo. How are you gonna have him out there with some offensive linemen that not gonna be there? And had him running around for his life. That's what happened. That man was scared in that pocket. You would have been scared in the pocket too. If two of your offensive linemen you taller than, you would have been scared in that pocket too. That man was scared. That man was scared in that pocket. That man was scared in the pocket, Joe. I would have been scared in that pocket too. It was like, well, why does he just step up in the pocket? You wouldn't step up in that pocket and get killed either. But I do want him to throw that ball away. I do. Shedeur, throw the ball away, man. Shedeur, let me just give you an example. You playing against Dallas. Micah finally get his money, okay? Him and Jerry finally get this man his money, okay? And he's sitting up there coming for you. You please throw that ball away. That's all I'm telling you. And also, Shedeur, if you don't get past that line of scrimmage, it's a sack. It's a sack. You got to get past. If you're going to run it, get past the line of scrimmage or throw it away. Because we need you to have a long career. We don't need you getting hit by no TJ Watts. We don't need that. We don't need, what do you say? What is it, TJ Watts? We don't need you getting hit by no TJ Watt. Who else? We don't need them getting hit by these people. Because they will love to tee off on him. They will love to tee off on him. And he gonna have to fix that. Okay? He gonna have to fix it. Oh, please, not one of the Bosa brothers. Oh, hell no, because he crazy. Both of them are crazy. All right, you know what? Y'all sitting up here. Hold on a second. Hold on. Y'all that keep spamming me, man. Damn. Why they keep spamming me, man? Let's take a commercial break, yo, while I fix this. Hold on. I got to fix this. Because they're not going to sit up here and keep spamming a brother. Y'all not going to keep doing that now. So now you force my hand. I got to go into the settings and fix it. It's crazy. Let me see. I got to go subscriber mode only, man. It's crazy now. Let's see. We got to go with days, man. Got to go that route. Sorry, guys. I had to do this because they sitting up here spamming me. I had to go with the grape. So it was a grape soda commercial. That's crazy. I told you I could hit you with commercials. I can. That's why I said let's go to a commercial break, yo. Y'all didn't know that? I can hit you with commercials, man. I'm getting fancy on y'all, man. Straight up. Can hit you with a commercial. Let's go to a commercial break. Yeah, we don't want these kind of players hitting him. So he got to let that ball go. Please. Throw it in the sidelines. That's it. So you'll be all right. You know how they say when you run, you got to slide? Just throw it away. So when he gets that fixed, he be ready to go. So here's the issue, though. Flacco is 40. So they're going to better hope that he holds up for the first 5 games. Because if not, it's going to be Dylan and Shedeur. One of them going in. As of right now. Because Deshaun ain't ready. It's going to be one of them that's going in. And they got to be Shedeur traveling in that game. Remember how we said that he ain't traveling with the team? Nope. He traveling with the team. He gonna be the one with the playbook in his hand with the headsets on. So if something happened to one of them two, Shedeur, you going in? Oh yes, you going in. All right, they spamming me again. Oh, okay. So we got subscribers that spamming me. All right, cool. Man, it's some real haters, yo. Hold on one second. Now I gotta go. I gotta up the ante. I gotta up the ante, yo, because I know. Hold on, I gotta do it weeks now. Let's go this route. You gotta be subscribed to me for 3 weeks, man. Like straight up, man. I'm getting rid of this spamming. I'm not playing, yo. I'm getting rid of the spam. If I gotta up the ante some more, you not spamming me up in here. All right. That's what's happening. So, but yeah, it's subscribers that spamming me. And that's crazy, isn't it? So yeah, what was I saying? So Shedeur we thought, he got to be ready. Now that they got rid of Kenny Pickett, yeah, Shedeur got to be ready. And it's going to be a long season, Shedeur. So he has to have the mindset right now that he got to be ready. He definitely got to be ready now. He got to be ready. And he going to get his shot. He definitely is. And that's a sign for them to let Kenny, because Kenny Pickett, to be honest with you, he had to. He wasn't really doing nothing. He didn't play a preseason game. And then there was rumors that they were going to trade him. So he has some trade value to him. Shedeur, they're not letting go. Yeah, Shedeur saw what was happening. He knew what was going on. He knew what was going on, man. But he had to do what he had to do. I don't know if they were hazing him. I don't know what they were doing. You don't have somebody out there with that kind of line. And then, you see how they hurry up and took Dylan out, right? And then put Shedeur in and put that line in. They didn't have the line that Dylan had. They actually took those people out. They took the second string out and put the fourth string in and had Shedeur work with that. That's why he came out there looking like that. He didn't have his normal receivers, nothing. He was throwing to a tight end that's not even on the team. His name not even listed. Well, here's the thing, exposing the truth. If they don't care, they would have let him go. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen Tuesday. Because if they really don't care, they do care, because he's a third string quarterback right now. When the season starts, he's third in line. That means he's going to play at some point. So, or they keeping him because of the clout. Because he do have a lot of clout. You said they took Dylan Gabriel out before he made any mistakes. It should show you right. You don't say, all right, Dylan, come on out. You already threw your touchdown. Come on out, Dylan. Come on. Come on, get out. And Dylan was, he was happy about it. But yeah, they getting called out. Everybody see what happened. Now, here's the thing I want to say about, they all on code too, man. They trying to sit up here and Jedi mind trick us again. They even had 0 to 60 dude. What's his name? Matt McChesney. Even he had to say it. Well, even he said it's not. He don't think it's a collusion. They all saying that. What you talking about? It wasn't no collusion. Yes, didn't Eric Dickerson come out and say that, man? Eric Dickerson came out and said, see, they're trying to play damage control. So they're trying to get everybody they can. They don't got Stephen A. Smith to say it now. And he didn't even want to say it. You could tell by the look at his face. He didn't want to say that, but they got him to say it. There wasn't no collusion. They got Ryan Clark to say it. Come on, man. Y'all some goofies, man. There was collusion. That's what it looks like. All right, I can't prove it, but it looks like it was collusion. It looks like it. All right? It looks like it. If they had said to me, Max, so what do you think, Max? If I was on there. That's why I can't be on the show. People like, you can be on the red. No, I don't. I like doing what I'm doing right here. It's just a lot of people don't know I'm doing this. A lot of people in my personal life don't know I'll be doing it like this. Right? Look, let me just say this. You know what I would have said? They were like, Max, so what do you think? Was it collusion? Well, if there was collusion, I can't prove it. But I think so. But I can't prove it. That's what I would have said. Listen, if something smells bad, stay away from it. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, more than likely it's a duck. Okay, something is off here with this storyline. Something is off. Okay, there was a reason. Something happened for him to slip in the 5th round like that. He got some, either that or he got some bad information. Okay, because he was under the impression that he was going in the 1st round. He had a party set up and everything. But they had other plans for him. You know what I'm saying? They had other plans for him, man. They had other plans for him, man. They had other plans for him, man. So I wanted to say that because I've been thinking about it. He don't have an agent either. That might be an issue as well. You see how quickly Shiloh got picked up, right? Because he had Drew Rosenhaus. And we all know Drew Rosenhaus is an OG when it comes to the agent situation. He got Drew Rosenhaus. So I knew he was going to get picked up. He got Drew on his side. Shedeur doesn't have an agent. Now, I'm not saying that who am I to say that he should get an agent. He doing what he want to do. But you said Shiloh hasn't been signed? Yeah, I haven't heard the official word that he been signed yet, but everybody's saying it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. But maybe we'll get the confirmation tomorrow. Usually it's Tuesday for the NFL. So we'll probably hear it by Tuesday. But the official talk is the Steelers. Yeah, it's the Steelers. So it more than likely he'll get picked up by the Steelers. So I wanted to say that. Back to Shedeur. The storyline is funny with him, right? Because what they did to him in the last game, you don't do that to somebody that you think is going to play in the future. They could have put his career on the line for that kind of blocking. They could have put his career on the line. So I don't know what's going on with him in Cleveland, but they got him as a number. He's no longer on the practice squad. He's no longer. Once they got rid of Kenny Pickett, he's no longer on the practice squad now. He's actually a backup. Whether he's going to be number 2 or number 3, that's going to be decided before the season, whether he's going to be 2 or 3. If the season started today, he'd be the number 3, which means he travels with the team. Okay. I know a lot of people, like I said, you would have loved to see him traded to the Steelers instead of Kenny Pickett. But like I said, you need to talk to Tom on that one. Or maybe Tom ain't got the clout you think he has. I don't know. So maybe he's not really hands-on with the Steelers. I know he's a minority owner, though. Him and this other guy. What's up, celebrity? I see you. This one guy, him and this other guy, they partnered up and they both have 5% stake. Well, in total, it's 5% stake. Tom Brady has 2.5 stake in the Raiders, and the guy has who he partnered up with has 2.5 stake in the Raiders, so it's 5%. So, but as Shedeur go along, I mean, Cleveland is where he's going to start. That's pretty much where it's going to happen. It's saying a lot, though. It's kind of I'm kind of surprised though, like that they got rid of Kenny. I thought they're gonna get go trade Shedeur. That's what I thought. The way they're treating him, but maybe that's not what Stefanski wants. Maybe he wants Shedeur there. You said Stefanski felt the pressure when Kurt Warner and Derek Carr and the others start speaking out. Right, Derek Carr said something. And Kurt Warner, like, yo, what you doing, yo, taking him out? Because you know Shedeur would have won that game, yo. The 2-minute drill, oh, he would have came back and got that. Because I heard he was eager to go back in that game, but he was told not to go back in. He was eager to go back in because he would have got it done. However, it didn't happen that way, but people are speaking out. That makes Stephen A. and them look crazy. To be honest with you, what you mean ain't no collusion? You the one said it was collusion. Didn't Stephen A. say that? He did say that. He the one came out and said it. Now he's saying it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. See, that's what happens when you have a boss. They probably say, yo, you're going to have to say this and that. And he had to do it. I understand because he got millions of dollars. He got to do what he got to do. But we straight independent over here, baby. We gonna speak it how we speak it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna speak it how we speak it over here, and that's it. That's just what time it is. You know, we gonna speak it how we speak it. But I get it. He making millions of dollars. He got millions of dollars, man. But shout out to the aunties and the aunties in the building. We got the internet aunties in the building. Let me say something about you internet aunties real quick. Will y'all please start YouTube channels? Please. Where are y'all at? Please. Will y'all please start YouTube channels? Please. The season is getting ready to start. I need y'all to start them either tonight or tomorrow. Because the season's getting ready to start. It's getting ridiculous. We need more internet aunties. Where are y'all at, man? And when you do get the channels, hit me up on IG. You can either hit me up on IG or comment under this video and send me your link. Or send me the link on IG. Okay? Gail Billups, where's your YouTube page at? Where y'all YouTube pages at? We need y'all. We need more coverage in the Cleveland Brown channels. We need to flood them out. Okay? We need y'all to get. You said auntie here. I am unique. Where's your channel, man? Yeah, some has started channels. I need to get them. Like, let me know who they are. You said I would, but I don't know the football language. You don't have to know the football language like that to give your opinion. No, that ain't no excuse, ladies. Lady C speak. That lady, let me see. Lady C speak. That ain't no excuse. You said the Quanti has a page on YouTube. Is that what it's called? Hold on. It's called the CU Auntie. Let me see. I believe I know that page. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. The CU. That's what it's called, CU Aunties. All right, well, let me see. Page. I see CU Aunties Women's Fan Club. I see that one. Maybe that's it. Yep, I got it. I just subscribed. I got it. I just subscribed. Yep. She been up for a minute. Yeah, she went live 5 days ago. Okay, cool. So we got that. So make sure y'all, the CU Aunties, y'all support that page, man. And I do see you guys in the chat. When we go to the make sure y'all like support. But I do see y'all in the chat when the Cleveland Browns people be talking. All I have to do, who was in Marcellus Wiley chat earlier laughing with me? We had invaded Marcellus Wiley chat because he be hating. And he was hating so much he couldn't even hate, and YouTube started flagging him. Who saw that? YouTube was in there flagging him. I was all in the chat like just wilding. I was just like, I said, this dude can't even hate right. Every time I turn around, YouTube trying to take his channel down. Oh man, his channel got messed up earlier. he was sitting up there going through Shedeur Sanders throws, right? And he was telling him what he should do, this and that, and you know, you said props to She Said Sports. Let me see. That's another one. What she said. She Said Sport. I've heard of She Said Sport. That's another one, right? You said Whitlock changed him. He acts like that. Yeah, man, I don't know about these people, man. Like I said, I believe in uplifting young people, not putting them down. What she said. Yeah, I'm subscribed to What She Said Sports. Yeah, I'm subscribed. Somebody told me about What She Said Sports, that she be going hard. And I did subscribe. I like uplifting. I don't like sitting up there trying to tear somebody down. We get hated enough. We don't stick together like we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like tearing nobody down like that. But these people, man, I don't know. They have an agenda, though. That's what it is. Oh, yeah. Shedeur Sanders, Kevin Stefanski, Goon Squad. Yeah, she is going hard, yo. Yeah. What She Said Sports ain't playing. And it looks like, let me see. 10. She about to go live in about 30 minutes. Yeah, so she said she sell merch to the aunties. So like I said, Shedeur comes with clout. He got his own PR people, not PR people, but people, you know, the whole brigade, you know what I'm saying? You know how like Cleveland got their people talking. We got more than that. We got more people talking. And not only that, we know what we're talking about. We don't watch them since Jackson State. We know what we're talking about over here. But now they feeling the heat now because Kurt Warner and them talking. Like, yo, man, everybody see what you did to him. You know, you had him in there with that suck line and, you know, all that right there. And then they didn't even keep him in to the last 2 minutes of the game to win the game. Y'all crazy. You said 250 mil Brown. See, we should be selling. Yo, we need to get together. We need to be selling the merch. The hell with that. I'm not supporting them. I'm just telling you this. I'm not buying none of their merch. And you know what they had the nerve to do? On their Cleveland Browns website, they have Shedeur picture on his shirt on their shirts. But you know Shedeur gets a percentage of that. So that's actually helping Shedeur as well. But I'm still not buying it. I will buy it from his website, but I'm not buying it from them. They have merch with Shedeur shirts on and it's selling off the racks right now. It's selling off the racks. I'm not buying one. You know, after what they did. I mean, can he get some first team reps or what, you know? And then people are saying, well, the reason, what's his name? Well, the reason why he's not getting first team reps is because he's a fifth. He been drafted in the 5th round. Okay, cool, man. I mean, damn, all right. But what's up with his face everywhere? I know it makes sense because people are buying it. So they're going to capitalize off of it. You know? But you know what they know? If they trade him, let's say if he went to the Raiders, everything is done. Everybody views going to go down because, you know, we're not going to their pages no more. Their views will start going down. The merch ain't going to be sold no more. Everything is gone, yo. Everything is gone. They know that. Because I go to some of them channels. I said, I'm only here because of Shedeur. That's it. I tell them that too. I'm here because of Shedeur, and I'm here to correct you if you say something out of pocket. They even got Matt talking about there was no collusion now. Come on, Matt. Matt, you played with the Jets, man. You know there was collusion, man. But he got to stay on code. I get it. Somebody might have put pressure on him, man. Because he felt funny the way he was saying it. He didn't like he believed what he said. And then, yes, of course, people are going to say, well, he should have got rid of the ball. We know that. We know he should have got rid. But look who was blocking him, though. I told y'all that's why my back messed up. I was out there blocking for him, man. I told y'all that. They had me out there. I had to go to the hospital, man. I'm out there blocking. Matt McChesney. That's who I'm talking about. I thought y'all knew Matt, who I'm talking about. He said he don't think it was no collusion. Matt, what you talking about, man? Matt, come on, man. This is not the first time they've done it. They've done this in the past. Yeah, I seen Chase Daniels. He gave his breakdown. I mean, yes, the kid do have to get rid of that ball. We know that. We know he got to get rid of it. He knows that too. But, I mean, damn, he may have been in a panic. I mean, he knew with that off. He had me out there blocking for him. How you think he gonna feel, yo? How you think he gonna feel? He had me out there blocking for him. That's why I got hurt. No, Matt, he did say that, he should have threw the ball away. Matt said that. It's true, he should have. But damn, I mean, how Shedeur, he was scared, yo. He had people like me blocking for him, man. Okay? How you think he gonna feel? He's not comfortable in that pocket. You see how he was bouncing around? Did y'all see it? He's not comfortable in that pocket. I wouldn't be either. Please give him the first string offensive line and see what he could do. Now, if he in there with the first string offensive line, look, let me see what you said. Yo, Max, we got to all in for that. We already all in on him. We got it. But check this out. If he had the first team offensive line, right, and he out there bouncing around and all this and hold on to the ball and getting sacked, then we could sit up here and tell him about it. So, but he didn't have the first string offensive line, so we can't even say that. He out there with truck drivers, man. He out there, people that want to aspire to play football. You feel me? Hey, let me go try out for the team. That's who he had blocking for him. Okay? That's who he had blocking for him. So, yes, he was scared in that pocket. He was scared. He ain't going to tell you that, but yes, he was. Look, he was bouncing around that pocket like he was doing drills. That's how he was bouncing around in that pocket. Okay? So, because he had truck drivers blocking for him, man. But that'll all be, so we don't know what he would do because he wasn't out there with the first team yet. They never gave him that opportunity. So there was never a quarterback competition because the playing field wasn't level. And they know that. So they've been exposed and people are not afraid to tell them about themselves, man. So that's what happened. They're not afraid to tell them about themselves. And here's where we are now. He had Pop Warner coaches out there blocking for him, man. Okay? You'll be scared too. So that's what it is right there. I knew something was wrong the way he was walking out on that field. I said, uh-oh. And then you saw how he was walking on the sidelines. He walked all the way down. Somebody said he was about to walk to the locker room. Yo, that would have been bad. No, he went to talk to himself. He had to talk himself through this because he like, yo, this is crazy. They out here got me out here with truck drivers blocking. He didn't even have his regular receivers out there that he throws to. See, they would never give him a chance to have Njoku out there or Jerry Jeudy and the other one that just came. Isaiah Bond. They would never have them out there for him to throw to because he'll work magic out there. And then they have the first team offensive line. They're not going to do that. He'll look too good out there. You said, Max, you need to be on TV or radio, old Barry White. Teddy Pendergrass voice. I appreciate that. But the only thing is, I'm not trying to have no boss. I'm not trying to do that, man. Turn off the lights and light a candle. Shit, I'll harmonize to you. You know what I'm saying? But put you to sleep, one or the other. You know, but yeah, I'm trying to like just look. Well, we got YouTube and we got all this. We're independent over here. That's how we got to do it. We independent over here, Gail. We independent over here. That we can say what we want to say. Because they don't had Steve. You see Stephen A today? He was looking in the camera because somebody had already talked to him. Like, look, just don't say nothing about no collusion. All right. You see him talking to Jerry Jones. Did y'all see that interview? He said, but Jerry, you know we have been friends. What happened with you with Micah Parsons? Come on, man. It's just crazy. This world is a stage, man. This world is a stage. You said Chase a hater. What did Chase? I didn't see Chase video. I saw his breakdown. What else he say? Chase hating. We gonna have to go over there. I know the aunties don't went over there. The CU aunties don't went over there and got at him already. Probably. I got to go to the comment section to see. You said show your face. Sea Moss Giant. You said show your face. You male or female? Now they know that I show my face. You got to go look at my other videos. I'm just chilling tonight. Go look at my video from earlier that I uploaded. I was on camera. Damn, I can't just chill. He said, show your face. Are you a dude? Male or female, man? Like, for real. You know how we used to do back in the day, AOL chat. You male or female? What's your age, sex, location, man? What's your age, sex, location, man? Stop. Would you be show my face? Hey, what's your name again? Sea Moss Giant. See, now he ain't saying nothing because he ain't think I was going to say something to him. What's your age, sex, location, man? Come on, man. What do you mean? What do you mean show my face? Man, I'm just chilling, man. This is my radio podcast. This is the podcast format. So I'm in podcast form right now. This is not the video where I'm like actually on video. I'm this podcast format. You said Chase been hating since 12 got drafted. I've been watching. It don't seem like he hating. He just giving a breakdown. So he don't hate it here lately. I'm gonna have to go see. Well, they were really bigging up Dylan, weren't they? Oh man, he really has a pocket presence. No, he don't. He had a great offensive line. Shedeur had the truck drivers blocking for him. It's a difference. You said he's a blue-eyed black guy. Who is that, Sonia? He's a blue-eyed black guy. Who is that? Chase? And that threw me for a loop. You get Shiloh, Shedeur, Travis on the same team. It's going to be on the Kraken. That ain't going to happen for a while. Because you said no, you, Max. Sonya, he's a blue-eyed black. Y'all talking about me? My eyes are green, thank you very much. They're green. He says, what you say? My mother said bluish green. Sometimes they turn blue, sometimes they turn green. I am an alien. You said you in the bathroom? No, I guess the fan on. That's what you're hearing. Damn, man, you all observant, man. Sonya said you. That's what we talking about. Oh, my bad. I thought you talking about Chase. No, I'm not turning on this camera though. Boy, I had a hard 2 days, man. I had to go to the damn hospital. I couldn't move, yo. And then here come the paramedics talking about, well, can you get up? I was like, dude, my back messed up. No, I cannot. No, I cannot get up. Well, you know what she said? She said, well, we can't lift you. She said, you're beyond my lift code. I said, well, how am I going to get to the hospital then? She said, we got to call the fire department. They had to call the fire department to come get me, man. They acting like I'm 1,200 pounds, man. So then the fire department, they all standing over me. And they was like, so you really can't get up? I said, I can't get up. It's something it's my back, my disc in my back. It progressively got worse. And I can't move now. I mean, I can move, but it hurts so bad I can't move. I'm paralyzed in pain. So then they all strategizing how they gonna lift me up, man. And I said to myself, they drop me, I'ma sue them. If they drop me, they almost dropped me. So they had this thing, they had to roll me. They weren't even supposed to do that because I told them my back is messed up. So they rolled me and they put me on this stiff board. And then they said, okay, on the count of 3, we're all going to lift them. This like 7 people. They said 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Yo, it tipped. My head was leaning. They get ready to drop me on my head. I was like, yo, this is a bad situation right now. This is bad. So then I'm like, damn, they act like I'm 1,200 pounds. So then finally they get me on the stretcher, but they drop me on the stretcher. And I was like, like my back. And he was like, you really can't move. I said, no. I said, baby girl, let me tell you something. My car is right outside. It's right outside, yo. If I could, I would drive myself to the hospital. I can't. So obviously it's an emergency. So then I think I might have to talk to a lawyer, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to consult with one. I am. So I'm at the hospital, right? I'm at this janky ass hospital. And as soon as I get there, they put me in there like, it's like it wasn't even in a room, but they put me somewhere. So they put me there for 5 hours. Nobody came to see me. 5 hours. Okay? 5 hours. Nobody came to see me, yo. I got it all recorded. I have it all recorded just in case. I think I am going to talk to an attorney tomorrow. Nobody came to see me. So my situation could have got worse. So then finally the nurse come in. You know what she said? Oh, I came in a few times, but you was asleep. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I might have had my eyes closed, but you could have like tapped me. She was like, yeah, but I just let you rest. Do that make any sense? So then the doctor comes in. He was like, well, I believe it's sciatica, and let me just go ahead and just check you out. I'm gonna check you out, and yeah, you go home, because everybody deals with that, so it ain't no big deal. That's what he said to me. I said, Doc, I still can't move. I still can't get up. I said, I need it. And he said, oh, wait, well, but everybody goes through that. You got to just bear through the pain. That's what he told me. So I told the nurse, I said, listen, I said, how about this? Check me out and just roll the bed out in the street, and I'll call the police and go to another hospital. And she was like, what are you talking about? She said, shit, you really can't move? No, I can't. I'm in pain. I can't move. So I said, I need an MRI done. I need an MRI done, yo, because I feel like it's something else. So then the doctor came back and he said, okay, we'll do an MRI. So then he came back. Oh, my God. He said, sir, I think we're going to check you in. I said, why? He said, because you have a disc. It's a disc problem. It's not sciatic. I told you that. I said, I told you something bad. So then what he did was he said, we're going to give you more injections. They already gave me one. The first injection, they had to give you like 3 because the first one wasn't doing nothing. But no, the first one actually put me on Mars. The first injection put me on Mars, yo. I was fucking on Mars, yo. I was like, what the hell did they just give me? So by the third injection, I was able to move again, and I got up. Because they'll give you something to take the inflammation out. And I got up just like that. I can like walk again. But I know how I injured it was from that luggage. So that's what happened. So that's what I'm saying, man. He had people like me blocking for him, yo. But I think I'm going to have to speak to somebody for what they did, yo. I might have to. And the damn fire department, oh, yo, we're in bad shape as a community. I'm going to tell you why, because these young people ain't hitting on shit. I'm just telling you this. The fire department came. They all looking at me crazy. They said, sir, you can't get up. All right, that's what you telling us? I said, dude, I have a back issue. Something is wrong. So I was like, yo, grab my hand, right? I said, grab my hand. Maybe you can pull me up. Did you know I was pulling him down? That's how petite he was. I said, yo, I give up, yo. I said, yo, just do what y'all got to do. I'm going to lay here. Do what y'all got to do, man. And they were about to take me out of there with no shoes on. I said, yo, bring some shoes, yo. So just in case when I get out, I had some shoes to wear. Fuck, man. This is crazy. You said Chase was hating hard on the show with Shady Orion. I'm going to have to check it out now. Chase Daniels. I'm going to have to check it out. On his show? On his YouTube page, he was hating? Yeah, that's what it is, Capo. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So I got to see a specialist. But that's exactly what it is. They gave me some painkillers for it, but I need to see a specialist. But I know how I messed it up, and I'm gonna correct it because I'm not lifting nobody's luggage no more. I'm not doing that. It was this dude. He had some heavy ass luggage. I'm like, yo, I should let him put it in the car. The next time I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm not lifting it no more. Like, I'm gonna tell him like, yo, my back messed up. You got to do it. Because I didn't have that back problem in like 2 years. And the last time I had the back problem was the same situation. So I'm just not doing that no more. You said he was not hating, he was telling the truth. Okay, see, here's the thing. Chase is not hating when he say that Shedeur need to throw the ball away. That's not hating. That's constructive criticism. He does need to throw the ball away. And he did have a few people open that he didn't throw it to. There was a dude running right through the middle, and he still was looking down the field. No, just throw it to him. Because in the NFL, you're not going to always get them big throws. Just throw it to him. That's not hate. That's constructive criticism. And Shedeur knows that. But I believe the reason why he held onto the ball because he got nervous. Because in the NFL, if you think the line breaks down fast in college, it really breaks down fast in the NFL. Just imagine you out there with giants trying to come after you. And then you're going to have somebody say, well, you need to step up in the pocket. You step up in the pocket and see what happens. You step up in the pocket. It ain't like he got, you know what I'm saying? It's just he didn't have the first team offensive line. So when he do get that, he'll be fine. He was fine with the offensive line he had against Carolina, but they didn't even have those guys blocking for him. So think about it. Yeah, the Giants is fast as hell. Look at Micah Parsons, man. You got some linebackers that got 4.3 speed. That one linebacker from Philly, he got 4.3 speed. He ran a 4.3 in the combine. A linebacker. And I'm telling you, that line of scrimmage, just the whole trenches, it's a violent situation. It's not a regular situation, man, what he's in. It's a very violent situation. And he has to be poised and still look downfield, which he does. But he did say a few technical things that he need to correct. That's not hating. And he will get them things fixed. He will. He'll fix it. He knows that because I remember in his game against Carolina, he said he gave himself a C. There's a few things he said he has to correct. Shedeur knows that. He's a professional. But that wasn't the issue. That wasn't the issue that he had. He wasn't blocking the line that was blocking for him in Carolina. That wasn't the same people out there. They just threw him out there with the trainers, man. You know what I'm saying? They did all type of things to sun him in his training camp. They had him throwing the trainers. They had him doing that, throwing the trainers, man. All types of stuff. But he persevered, though. He's staying with the team. I heard a rumor with the Jets, though. I heard a rumor that the Jets owner is checking on him. You know what I'm saying? I heard that rumor. Yes. I heard it. I ain't going to tell you where I heard it from, but I heard the Jets owner is interested. He is. If he go to the Jets, man, he won't play this year for sure because we got a quarterback over there now. However, there will be some competition. There will be some competition over there. And if Shedeur come to New York, he's not leaving. He's going to play his whole career here. He's not leaving. So I heard that. I heard that the Giants. And then, you know, they put it out there that the Toronto Argonauts got interest in Shiloh Sanders. They not getting them, man. For sure, they not getting them. Yeah, Jets, man. The Jets owner. He was asking about him. But the Browns not trying to let him go. Because he's a revenue. He brings in a lot of revenue. They're not trying to let him go. Now, you know what they'll do? With the Browns, what they're hoping to do is, let's say if they blow a team out, yeah, now we're going to put Shedeur in the game. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all get a little peek at him. We'll put him in the game like that. Or put Dylan in. But for sure, that game that they're playing overseas, Shedeur is playing. He's going to play in that game. Because the fans want to see him over there. He not going to. They not letting him go. They not letting him go. It depends on what the Jets owner is trying to do though. If he trying to trade for him or he trying to do something, unless he thought they were gonna let him go and then he pick him up off waivers. Okay, but they not doing that. They gonna want something for him. Jeez, I think Shedeur got sacked 5 times that game. Yeah, he would have finished with that 2-minute drill. Them sacks don't mean nothing to him. It means something to us though, because he need to be careful. He don't care nothing about no sacks. He a tough guy, but the problem is, Shedeur, just let that ball go. Please let the ball go. They're already paying. He already earning money because he getting percentage off their sales. You know, the merch sales. Shedeur gets a percentage off of that with the contract he signed. It's a very it's one of the first contracts of its kind. He gets a percentage. It's off his name, image, likeness. He gets a percentage off everything. So he got his rookie signing bonus right on back to him. It came back in a different way. Yeah, I know Caleb does the same thing. He always want to make a play, which he can make a play. Shedeur can. Remember when he got sacked, when he did that turnaround, he almost made that throw? He can do it. He can. I think that's what he be thinking. Like, yo, I can make a play. Yo, I don't give a damn. A person about to sack me and I can throw it. But the problem was there was a guy open though, and remember there was also a guy open in the flat. He did not throw it in. I was like, Shedeur, just dump it off in the flat. He didn't do it. He wanted to go make another giant play. He can't do that. So they gonna have to like, look, bro, you can't do it like this. You gotta do it like this. If not, he gonna be fucking around playing with Toronto, and he don't want to do that. He don't want to play with the Argonauts. So he gonna fix it. He gonna definitely fix that. But Caleb, yeah, he does the same thing. And look, sometimes it does call for him to do that, to get his elusiveness on and make a big play. Sometimes it calls for it. But if he can't do it and he about to get sacked, he got to throw the ball away. He got to throw that away to help his offensive line out because they're going to get credit for that, for getting a sack on them. Which all he got to do is throw the ball away. But he gonna have to be careful because all it takes is one hit from Micah Parsons and he's done. That's all it takes. One hit. And he's done. So we don't want to see that. So he'll throw it away. The coaches are giving like, bro, you got to throw it away. Okay, because if not, we're gonna have you playing in Toronto. And I know you don't want to do that. That's what I was saying, like, yo, just throw it away, man. You live for another play. But sometimes it does call to be elusive and make a play. It does. And if he can do it without getting sacked, then it's cool. Other than that, I don't see nothing wrong with his game. I don't see nothing. But the offensive lineman, he can't do that with the first team. That first team offensive lineman, they'll meet him in the locker room. They will. He'll learn. They'll get him in the locker room. They're like, bro, you get one more sack on us, we're gonna let our man tee off on you. You better stop doing that. Because they don't want sack, because that hurt their bottom line. So they don't want no sacks on their belt. You know what I'm saying? If it, sometimes you will get sacked. That's just a game, but if you could throw the ball, if they feel like you can throw the ball away and you didn't and you took a sack, they gonna be in his face in the locker room. They definitely gonna be in his face. You know what I'm saying? So he would have to throw that ball away. But we can't say that right now because he never played with the first team offensive line. They got him out there with truck drivers and me. That's why my back hurt. I was out there blocking for him. Y'all didn't know it. Yep. They said, hey, man, don't you got aspiration of playing football? I'm like, yeah. Well, come on out here and block, yo. We don't care how old you are. And they had me out there blocking for Shedeur, man. That's why Shedeur didn't want to go. That's why he didn't want to go out there. He knew he was going to go take a beating. Yo, that's what they did. That's what they did to him. And the coach is janky for that. The coach is out of pocket for that. He's out of pocket. That coach out of pocket, man. And took Dylan out of the game before he fucked up. Took him right out. Come on, Dylan, get out the game. Get out. Get him out. Is he getting too happy feet now? Let's get him out the game. That's what happened. That's what happened. So, but anyway, guys, that's what happened, man. But we'll see. Damn, so Kenny Pickett got traded, man. That's saying a lot, though, that he got traded. Fuck. All right. Well, yeah. Pickett went to the Raiders, CC. So Shedeur is QB3 now. Yep. He ain't no more QB4. He QB3. So he going to have to prepare for the season. I know Shedeur thought he was going to the practice squad. Nah, Shedeur, you're not going. You're not getting a free check this year. You're going to have to be ready. He going to have to be ready. I give it to Dylan, though, his little self. He got a little zip to him, don't he? He do. He got a little zip to him. They said he 5'11", but I don't know. I don't know if he about 5'11". I don't know about that. But they going to have to be ready. Because they're the backups to Flacco. Because Deshaun's not ready yet. You said Shedeur got to work the check down game. I mean, at least give him that first team offensive line. And then we'll see. Yeah, Kenny Pickett gone, man. He got traded to the Raiders. You know what I think what Tom think about Shedeur? I don't think he thinks Shedeur is serious. Because you remember back when he was talking to Prime and Shedeur at the same time. Remember that? Remember they were talking about some fancy car and whatnot. And Tom said, you need to be in that playbook. Remember that? Tom wasn't joking. He really meant that. He said, you need to be in that playbook. That's what you need to do. You need to be in that playbook. You sitting up here thinking about cars and shit. You need to be in that playbook. I think Tom really thinks that, yo. He really think he not serious. And he may have think everything was given to him. This is the sentiment that a lot of people feel, that he ain't worked for nothing. So they feel like he got to earn his stripes. Well, if that's the case, then that's easy. He'll just earn his stripes. That's easy. If that's how they feel. He'll earn his stripes. He earned it already. I think he earned it. So just let the chips fall like that. But I really think Tom thinks that way about him. Because when he wasn't joking, they thought they all laughed. But if you go look at the interview again, Tom wasn't laughing. He said, you need to be in that fucking playbook. That's how he wanted to say it. But he said, you need to be in that playbook. You know what I'm saying? You need to be in that playbook. That's what you need to be in. But obviously he is in that playbook, because they were saying up there in the practice, every time they yell out a play, he had it. So obviously he is in the playbook. If they get him first squad, they go to the Super Bowl. Well, I know they're gonna win some ball games because he like to make it happen. He just need to get his feet wet a little bit with the first team. I believe that's going to happen, though, because he is third string right now, and he got to get prepared for the season. The third string, they got to know they're playing. Even if you're a third string quarterback, you have to be thinking that eventually you're going to play because of injuries happen and stuff like that. I've seen a game where two quarterbacks get injured. You ever seen a game like that? Where two quarterbacks get injured, guess what? You got to go in the game. You got to be ready to go. So it could happen. So he got to be ready. He's going to be ready. He put a lot of work in. But I'm a little worried about his sacks, though. You know what I'm saying? That was the second most sacks by a quarterback in preseason history. That's not good. So that's the only thing he got to fix. But that more than likely will be fixed with the offensive line, the first team. But all that scrambling and running and not getting past the line of scrimmage and getting hit, that's not going to, the first team offensive line is not going to allow that. They're going to come to him on that sideline, and you're going to see them big behemoth men getting in his face. Bro, you better throw the ball away. You better throw the ball away. You said all cute. Yeah, I've seen games where all the quarterbacks win. It's crazy. I did see that. And then in the third string had to be ready. So he has to know he has to play. So that's what's happening. Shedeur is on the 52-man roster, man, right now. And that's what he's looking at, guys. 52-man roster. He's ready to go. But, guys, let me get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back on tomorrow night. And, I'll be back on tomorrow night. Then we'll go from there. But thank you guys in advance for joining. Appreciate y'all. Please leave out of here. Give me a like. That'll be greatly appreciated. If you hear any news, though, drop it in the comment section. Because you know it goes down in the comments. But if you hear any news or anything like that, between now and tomorrow on Shedeur. But as of right now, he's third right now on the depth chart because Kenny Pickett got traded. So which means that Shedeur got to get ready for the season because anything can happen. You got a 40-year-old quarterback dealing lighting the ass. So he definitely got to be ready. He definitely do. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining. I'll catch you later.